Trump loves tapping into his fake populism to appeal to voters when he's in campaign mode. And honestly, last night, the first night of the Republican National Convention was no exception. He was bragging about how he's really given it to the big pharmaceutical companies. He's really holding them accountable. But in reality, he's all show and there's no substance behind what he's saying. So Trump actually held a highly touted signing ceremony on July 24th for 4 executive orders aimed at lowering drug prices, which is a very key issue for voters ahead of this general election. So here's a video showing him, signing those executive orders in a boastful way, and then I'll tell you what happened in the aftermath.
Today I'm taking a bold and historic, very dramatic action to reduce the price of prescription drugs for American patients and American seniors. Previous administrations did nothing, absolutely nothing. And I'm looking for help for our great seniors, especially in particular, and that's what we're doing today. You'll hear something which will be very shocking. So we're doing things that nobody thought could be done. Unfortunately, we've been waiting for Congress to take action for many decades to reduce drug prices for more than just a small handful of people. But even the small handful of people never got price reductions. And I'm unwilling to wait any longer. Therefore, today I'm signing 4 sweeping executive orders that will lead to massive reduction in drug costs, massive. They represent the most far-reaching prescription drug reforms ever issued by a president, nothing even close. The Obama-Biden administration pledged to end this unfairness and allow drug importation, but they never got it done. They were unable to get it done. They didn't get a lot of things done. But under my administration, we're standing up to the lobbyists and special interests and fighting back against a rigged system.
So what exactly happened after that mouth breather shared information about his executive orders in that press conference? Turns out nothing. On the most consequential of the orders to lower certain Medicare drug prices, writes The Hill, by tying prices to those paid in other countries, Trump delayed the order for 1 month until August 24th, saying he wanted to give the pharmaceutical industry time to make a deal. Well, it's August 25th, meaning that date has come and gone. And so what's the deal? Has there been a deal? Are pharmaceutical companies going to lower prices for US consumers to mirror what people in Europe are paying or what people in Canada are paying? Doesn't look like it. So the order in question is called a most favored nation clause and is aimed at lowering the prices for a subset of drugs paid for by Medicare to be in line with the lower prices paid in other developed countries. And nothing has happened. That date has come and gone. They have not lowered the prices. But did that stop Donald Trump from bragging about his executive orders during the first night of the Republican National Convention? Of course not.
We've cut drug prices, first time in 51 years. We got drug prices down. Now I did a favored nations clause, meaning we pay the same price as the lowest country that has the best deal. The companies are going crazy, the drug companies. They're taking ads on me. I said, I went to Mark Meadows. I said, Mark, they're killing me. They're spending, they have nothing but cash, okay? Big Pharma, they call it, for a reason.
Wrong. The pharmaceutical companies have not done anything. Pharma did not say what proposals it's putting forward instead, but it supports a market-based competitive solution, whatever the hell that means. We know what it means. It means that they're not going to do anything. They're not going to lower the prices. Here's a pharma spokesperson speaking to The Hill, saying that the most favored nation executive order is an irresponsible and unworkable policy that will give foreign politicians a say in how America provides access to treatments and cures for seniors and people struggling with devastating diseases. No, if I'm not mistaken, Emma, this has nothing to do with foreigners. This has everything to do with American citizens who demand to not be forced to pay more for pharmaceutical drugs compared to other countries. But that's a nice attempt to twist what this is really about. Okay, so pharmaceutical companies, garbage. Let's just get that out of the way. But more importantly, Donald Trump literally not doing anything to lower drug prices and still bragging about it like the fake populist that he is during the convention. Amazing.
It's kind of a scary situation though, because while he's bragging and lying about lowering drug prices, Joe Biden and the Democrats, they just did basically, as Marianne Williamson put it, a long Marriott ad for their convention. I put it as a bad American Idol episode. So it was all schmaltziness without any policy. And then you have someone just claiming that they did policies that they didn't do. At least people are hearing that he's trying to lower drug prices. I felt this shift in the past few days, few weeks about Trump and Biden. That's kind of scaring me. I mean, it's not like some sort of cosmic shift, but I guess in the discourse that I am feeling less good about this polling lead, and things like that scare me because that's just gonna go under the radar. Obviously, Trump has continuously lied about these executive orders. His eviction moratorium executive order was just telling Mnuchin and other government entities to look at how they could stop evictions. So that wasn't the case at all. So all of his executive orders are what he does best, and also the worst parts of him. Marketing, that's all he cares about. And all you need to do though is market yourself effectively enough. I'm skeptical that that can overcome the material conditions for people on the ground and the fact that over 170,000 people have died of COVID. But I don't know, Biden is the other candidate, and that freaks me out.
Well, look, what terrifies me is precisely what you just mentioned in the beginning of your argument about framing and where the attention is in campaigning. So Trump, as stupid as he does understand marketing, and he also knows that Americans are suffering right now, especially right now with the economic situation, which has been compounded by this pandemic. And so he speaks to those issues and he lies about it, just like he lied about it back in 2016. But what I worry about, and I think this is what you were getting at with the Marriott commercial analogy, is that Biden seems to think, and his campaign seemed to think, all they need to do is show Biden as an empathetic person, and boom, that's all you need to do, Biden will win. We've played that game before, and it's just, I don't think it's necessarily gonna win. And I think we need to not allow Democratic voters to become comfortable with this lead, because we're gonna find ourselves in another 2016 type situation on election night. I am worried about that.
Want to win a free electric scooter? Well, our partners at Aspiration and Zoom Electric are making it possible. All you have to do is head to tyt.com/greensummer for your chance to win.